Hello YouTube, Damien here and welcome back to the Journeyman, the story and Adelaide United. Today we have got an episode that was meant to be us winning the title. I've got news for you all. We have won the title already. That is correct. We have gone out there and done it against Macarthur. We did draw 0-0, which meant that we did not have the title sewn up, done and dusted then. Isaias getting sent off in a, to be quite fair, I thought it was a meaty challenge, but it wasn't worth red. If you can see from here, from front on, he wins the ball where the ball clearly goes. So it's a great challenge. Instead, he was sent off. I've appealed that one there. But more importantly, Wellington Phoenix, the day later, went out there and lost to fourth place, Western United. And because of that, that's who we're going to play in this episode. I am going to give you our last league game for the season. We've officially qualified for the Asian Champions League group stage. And we are going to play Western United in today's episode. And then the episodes after that will all be the knockout stage games. More importantly, though, I've already started the plan for next year. As you're well aware, we have got Osama Malik already joining us into this lovely squad, as you can see on the screen. And Osama Malik is your guy that is definitely going to be here next year. I'm going to play him at left back because I'm really happy with the back two centre backs, and I'm happy obviously with Javi Lopez, but Osama Malik's going to come in. But I have made a signing as a designated player somewhere, and I have actually made a signing that comes in and joins us as of right now as well. That designated player is Brandon Seviana. Now, Seviana is going to come into play centre mid on attack. And you look at him and you go, yes, that is very nice, isn't it? He's 23. He's got amazing in terms of scouting report. He's already a 4-star with a 5-star potential player there. Cannot wait to see what he does for us. But because we've signed him on a designated player, he can't join right now. He can only join as a designated player for next year. We did sign him on that, so he doesn't count towards our salary cap. More importantly, I think he's going to be quite the player, and he's going to be quite the A-League centre mid. And we've got him a playing partner, and he's already joined us. Everybody, say hello to Lukman Haruna, who people may know, the Nigerian international from Monaco back in the day. The 31-year-old looks out of this world, natural flair, long shots. We've had a few injuries to the centre mid spots as well. In a scout report, he came in, only wanted to come in for 1.5K. I signed him for 1.4K and for the next 2 years. And more importantly, because he is a free transfer that's not a designated player, we can bring him in and register him. And because we've let some people go, and because we've actually sold a couple of our youngsters that were taking up spots as well for no money to like NPL clubs and are never going to play for us, like Noah Mack and a couple of others, we've actually had a spot to register in Luke Haruna. So now with the league title sewn up, I'm expecting this guy to come in, play the next few league games to get up to speed, and be a big part, and hopefully us, winning the whole A-League in itself. As you can see here, he's bounced around since going around. He was at this club here in the Moderate Stars Academy. They went to Monaco on a free, played for Monaco, then went to Dynamo Kiev for money, played there too, and then ended up going to Lithuania. So somehow, somewhere near, he's just, missed out on a ton of football. Ended up in Armenia, didn't really play. But with current ability being this good and the experience of playing at least international football, I am very happy to welcome Lukman Haruna in. The way your team would look up if we were to play a full-strength side is, as much as I love Bernardo, is that. And then next year, I know Diarigo has had a really good year this year to 7. For me, if this guy's your backup, you're really loving it. Because if Diarigo's your backup, he can play centre mid or deeper line playmaker. Still is a breakthrough prospect, so he's happy with that. But more importantly for me, if he's your backup, your midfield's really good. And that's the plan. Now, that does bring us to 4 foreign players. It's, 4 foreign players right now with 5 coming in. Yeah, we've got 4 foreign players, so 1 more is coming in makes 5, which means any other signing I make has to be Australian. Which is perfectly fine. In terms of what other positions, you might as well have a chat that I am thinking about signing. Obviously Malik's going to come and play left back. You're then going to have that midfield 2 together with Isaias. I'm probably looking at an Australian left winger. As much as I love Nestri, he's probably not at the level, but he's very good to have as a backup and as a player. So I'm thinking maybe finding an Australian that can play left wing. And then that's probably all she wrote. Unless we really find one of the big Australian players in the A-League that are leaving, that playing up front does want to come in and play in that false 9. But wait and see, maybe it's a case that we might sign a couple. It depends how much money we get. as well, and how much money the board gives us in terms of wage budget for next year. I don't particularly care. I just want to have a squad. I don't care about the wage budget. And more importantly, Adelaide United don't even tell you that you have to be mindful of the wage budget to do a good job, which is even better. So hopefully the president just turns around and goes, yeah, that's fine. And we can do what we need to do. In terms of this part of the episode, though, ladies and gentlemen, that's it said and done. We are A-League champions, well, minor champions, I should say. Not A-League proper champions, because I do have this good old 6th to first place playoff. But we will come back to play Western United, because Rod's a big part of our community, who makes the intro, outros, and the thumbnails for this on his spare time. He's a massive Western United fan, so we're going to give him that game there in terms of the A-League, in terms of to say we've won the title, and here we are. We'll be back with Western United and as A-League minor premiership champions. Welcome back, YouTube. Here we are with the promised game against Western United. The trophy will be presented to us at some stage today, I would imagine, as well. And we have obviously got our first trophy in charge of the Journeyman save, and obviously in charge of Adelaide United. As promised, we are giving you this Western United game. And then in terms of next episode, it'll be the first final series game that we have as well. Judging by what usually happens and how it would go is, if you go to the final series, may as well explain it for you right now. A-League elimination final, A-League semi-finals. It's all pretty a bit weird of how it gets drawn out. But as I understand, right, everyone goes into the final. So final series, Asian Club League playoff spot. Second preliminary. Second gets nothing, because it means that second has to win in order to get a spot. But that also depends on the winner of the FFA Cup. But yeah, like it's all a bit weird. You go into the A-League elimination finals. The way it works is first and second play. The winners of that go straight into the grand final, I think. And then obviously the loser goes into the semi along with the winners of the other eliminations, pretty much how it works. It is a little bit tedious and whatever how it does work here in Australia. In terms of that, at the end of this episode, I will come back at the end of the season just to show this is who we're playing and this is what's happening next episode. But, by finishing top 2, you get a second chance. But everybody else, I'm pretty sure that's how it works unless there's been a rule change. I'm going to admit, I do watch the occasional Adelaide United game. I do not stay up to date with the league because the quality of football in real life is super poor. Saying that, I just got off streaming and we're currently not live because I've been watching Adelaide United win their elimination final to play in another semi on the Wednesday coming. In terms of the team, we are going to make a change here and we're going to get Nosson Konstantopoulos into the thing. Diego will go into there and Bernardo will start. But apart from that, the rest of the team stays as they are. Nestri's growing out of his mind, so yes, he continues to play. But you got Delinov, Lopez, Ansel, Jacobson, and Goodwin. Diego back a line, which is the whole reason that we signed a midfielder was so Diego could go back a line. Bernardo, and then the new signing in Haruna, or his first name there is Lukman Haruna, Kito, Nestri, and Cloth. For me, it's all about Haruman doing what he needs to do. He wants number 25. That's his preferred number. That's what he's going to get. I do like numbering my players in what orders they play, but if they've got a preferred number, we'll give it to them as well. In terms of the Western United game here as well, which is Rod's favourite team he's backing, who did win 1-0 in real life as well to make their elimination final and go through, which is pretty huge there. But look, here we are, here we go. And then let's go in and see what we can do here in a game that doesn't mean too much. Hopefully we can just continue. We're not on the beach. I prefer going in with momentum, so let's just keep on going. And hopefully we'll be okay here as well. 15 minutes played, 62% of the ball looking good, and Jacobson punts one straight into Jamie Young, who made a fantastic save in real life last night. And hopefully Jamie Young can go. I'm pretty sure it is first and second playoff, winner goes straight to the grand final, loser goes into one of the semi-finals. Then there's an elimination final. A prelim final they go into. Then there's an elimination final. The two winners of the elimination final play off in a semi-final. The winners of that play whoever finished second, and then the winner of that game then makes the final, if you catch my drift. So usually how it goes, first and second place, say if we win, Wellington would then get a home semi-final, where 5th and 6th will play 3rd and 4th. 3rd and 4th will have a home, where 5th and 6th will be away. The winners of that game, of those two games, will then play each other with the highest seeded side with the home final. The winner of that game then will play, say for instance, in this instance, Wellington Phoenix at home, and then to play the winner of that game. So theoretically, if we win that elimination or that qualifying final, whatever you want to call it, as Lookman, good ball there to Nestri, and 20 minutes into his debut, he's already got an assist. That's pretty good there for Lookman Haruna. We are 1-0. But theoretically it means we play one finals game, win that one, we get 2.5 weeks off, 3 weeks off, till we play a final, which I actually personally don't like, because that can stop momentum. Yeah, it means that guys will be fit, but it stops momentum. I would probably look to schedule a friendly or two just to keep them fit against a couple of the non-league sides. There is definitely a case to be said that, playing week in, week out is a lot better. Jacobson's ball in there, cleared away. Only as far as Kiddo. Finds Jacobson again. Juan Lopez knows how to hit him. Jacobson knows how to hit him too. Blot. Ansell wasn't far, just over the bar. 26 minutes played, still 1-0 Adelaide. But it's a bit of a weird system, obviously, as well. I'm a big traditionalist, so I think that if it's a league season, it should be done and dusted after the league season's over. If there's promotion, relegation, by all means have a playoffs from 3rd through to 6th. If you want to have a playoff series, that's fine. But I know why the A-League does it, because they like finals football, like AFL and all that stuff. But as that cloth flies over. So far, though, 28 minutes in here against Western United, we've been utterly dominant, which is perfect to see. Bernardo did score in the semi-final as well, which is nice. Craig Goodwin as well, playing as a left-hand side winger. But hopefully it'll be okay. Anyway, Fornaroli, Kits one. Wow, what a finish. And against the run of play, Bruno Fornaroli, who's probably one of the most decorated strikers in the A-League in terms of just games played and goals scored, and he's pretty damn good, does a job. And Garuccio, who's an Adelaide boy, went to a school up the road from us, and is actually one of my good friend's cousins, with the assist. And against the run of play, we're 1-1. And we've had a bit of in this system, I don't know if it's because if we lack quality or the system doesn't allow for more goal scoring, we create a lot of chances and have a lot of XG and don't score. It's really annoying, because if we played to our XG, we would win every game by about 2 to 3 goals. And as you can see right here, 60th minute, if they were to score from this highlight, we're being absolutely FM'd. Wales, clear. Wales. Clear. Time to get a bit worried here. Collins. Sissoko, not the actual Sissokos you guys are thinking of. Wales. Ball in, Jacobson, Goodwin. Diarigo, Bernardo. Goodwin, Diarigo can turn. Jacobson, Goodwin's with him. Got options there. Lookman's in space too. Good stuff there from Lookman. Keeps it. Diarigo. Good possession-based football. See, this is what I don't mind. Driving into space, overloading the midfield here with a ball-playing defender. It's good football. Clough. Javi Lopez. This deserves to be a goal. Where's Nestri at the back stick? There he is. Nestri. Oh, he's put it over. Great football. Great build-up play. We are pretty good. But yet again, just nothing really to show, 60 minutes, 70 minutes played, and it's still 1-1. Nick Ansell from a corner. I think that's the one thing I will say if I'm going to complain about this season. We haven't been clinical enough. We haven't scored enough goals. There hasn't been that player that scored 15 to 20 goals this season, which is what I expect from a dominant side that's won the league. More importantly, on top of all that as well, we've scored a few set-piece goals, which has bailed us out. Coming into the final series, with this sort of stats, I'm looking for a 3-4-0 win. But it has not come. Mo Toure is going to go up top. For Zach Clough as an advanced forward. I haven't really used an advanced forward in the system, just be interested to see how it works. And with that one there, apparently Nestri is dead. I'm just going to bring George in and get Craig Goodwin up there and get George in there. And I'm going to get Craig Goodwin running at people as a winger on attack as well and make the change. Midfield having a good day. Bernardo having a pretty good game in the centre mid on attack as well, which is always nice to see for the youngster. And Mo Toure now, playing as the advanced forward, runs into people, which is always fun. Theo drives, still going. Kiddo tracks him, but not as much. Good there from Lookman Haruna. He's going to play 90 minutes every game if we can, unless he's absolutely dead, because I need to get him fit for the final series. Poor from us there again, and Bruno Fornaroli can bring it down and bring others into play. Just not at our best, I feel. this whole second half of the season, I feel like every game we've played, we've made it difficult for ourselves by not finishing chances. Like, first half of the season was like every time we had a chance, bang, goal, thank you very much, 3-4-0 wins. But just like that, 2-2. It's our own fault, man. In that highlight, we had the ball twice, giving it back to them and just said, Western United, here, have a goal. If we do this in the final series, we will not win. So I'm a little bit annoyed here because I look at this team and I'm just like, we've just had like 20 to 30 shots yet again at home, and yet again it's going to be another slugfest. 24 shots, 10 on target. Like, come on, lads. Time's ticking away. 26 shots, 10 on target. Like, imagine losing this game, which is definitely possible. Could be our second loss of the year. It would be. I would be absolutely livid if it happened. Goodwin now. Bernardo's had a pretty good game. Mo Toure off the bench. George. Ball in. That's not going to be much for us. Yeah, just... You look at the stats of the game and how we've played and how we've dominated, and then you just go, yeah, how come we're not scoring? You know? Creating enough chances, should be scoring enough goals. Goodwin. Toure. Needs options. Kiddo's at the back stick. Only one really in there. Might get on that. Does. Lopez. Kiddo. Diorigo. Great ball. Javi Lopez cuts it. Bernardo. Great run. Great finish. What a ball. And we do win it late, you would imagine. 3-2. Shouldn't be 3-2. We should be out of the park and flown away. But we haven't. And there you go. Lopez. Kiddo. Diorigo. Lopez, great touch, great ball. Bernardo, easy tap in. Thank you very much for Bernardo. 3-2, great movement, great goal. Exactly what we want to see have happen. But 28 shots, 11 on target, XG of 3.7. We get to see the trophy presentation for the minor premiership, which is great. Improves our reputation as a coach, which is always helpful for the Journeyman. But I'm a little bit annoyed. At a team, we back ourselves on a defence, and we have had a really good defence. To allow 2 there, not great. Most games we don't usually score more than a goal or 2 in. It's nice to know that in a game where we've copped a couple goals, we can score 3. But I haven't had really a complete performance par the first 10 games of the season. Since then, I just feel like it's just been a super duper grind, which is a good thing, which means we're winning games without having the best squad and not playing the best football, and the system works. But at the same stage, I look at the system and go, well, actually, 90% of the games we played this season, we should have scored 3 goals or plus in. And we haven't converted, which is really annoying. It'll be interesting to see the XG at the end of this episode here as well, which we're going to check right now. Because I just feel like it's happened quite a fair bit this year in FM general, that you always play well and don't kick away, and the AI always finds a way to get back into the game A. But in this save, and in this 4-4-3 specifically, we found it hard. And a lot of it's been on our back of our good defensive record is the reason why we have such a good goal difference. Yeah, attacking stats. Expected goals per season is 40, right? We've scored 42, which is not bad. But if you compare that to Western United, who have scored 46 goals this season and have an XG of 27. So they're flying. They convert every chance. 40 to 42 is not bad, but over a season where you expected to score 40, XG of 40, you're probably looking at about like 48 to 50 for a good conversion rate. So we're a bit under where I expect us to be. It's just really annoying. Like, look at Wellington Phoenix. They're third, 32, right, and scored 37. It's not as good as you would have thought. Just feel like it's just a little bit whatever. You know, and then in 24 matches, we only allowed 17 goals in. And goals against Western Sydney Wanderers. Our goals against has been 17 and conceded 17. So that's always nice when that plays out. But yeah, I would have expected us to do a little bit better. What we'll do instead of ending the episode here, YouTube, is we'll come back after Sydney FC and Brisbane Roar to recap what happens in the regular season, see how many points we finish on, and then, more importantly, show you who we got in the A-League final series. Welcome back, YouTube. Slight technical difficulty in terms of bringing you who we are going to be playing. If you have a look at the A-League stuff, it won't tell us till the 8th or so who we've got. Because of that, I'm just going to leave it as a surprise for next episode. We also didn't finish the season particularly as well as we would have liked. Welcome, Rods. We did film the Western United game for you as well, Rods. We have come back live as well, YouTube, onto Twitch. The link's down below if you ever want to come watch us live. Look, we played amazingly well, just not clinical enough. Western United scoring twice, a bit annoying. And then at Sydney FC, look, better side, 14 shots, away from home, only 1 goal. And, we've only won one of our last 4 leading into the final series. That ain't particularly good form. We've got a lot of chances created, not enough goals. And I'm starting to get to the point where I'm worrying that, yes, we've made it through, and yes, the system does work. Is it the system's fault that we don't score enough? Sometimes on FM, you build tactics that do really well and dominate, but doesn't score. And then you can build a 4-1-2-1-2 diamond that sometimes does not dominate, has 30% of the ball, yet you score 4 chances. I know which tactic I'd rather use, which is the system that, even though when you don't play your best, still FM's teams. We are playing out of our skin. We just can't score. I don't know if that's because we have lack quality or a false 9 or whatever. Against Brisbane Roar, we rotated, and 20 shots, only 3 on target. Next year, 2.32, no goals. Madness, really. But we did get a rotated team out there. Didn't know how long the gap was going to be. So I was just, in case the gap was 3 to 5 days from the next game, I was like, dead rubber, off we go, we rotate, give legs when needed. But yeah, look, it's not a particularly good spot to be in, having that sort of run in. We've only won one of our last 4 games in the league, which was Western United, and we conceded twice, is what we're not known for. We conceded 4 goals in 4 games. We have the best defence in the league. And 2-0 was against 2 teams down the bottom half of the table, bottom 4 sides. Theoretically, we scored 4 goals in 4 games. If you look at the XG of all of them, we probably should have scored anywhere upwards of 10 to 12 goals. I'm starting to worry, as much as the 4-3's won us the title, is the 4-3-3 the system for the future? I do think it is, and I think it could be a question that we maybe lack quality going forward. Clough's only scored 6 goals this season. Not his job to probably score, it's more to create. Ryan Kiddo isn't your most aggressive winger ever. So maybe we need to look at a winger on that side. And Nestri is a young kid growing. So yeah, I don't know, maybe we go 2 inside forwards. I'm not too sure. But we need to start getting a few more goals into this team. I think for this season, we're definitely going to leave it and ride it. Win or lose, we made the Asian Champions League group stage, who cares? And maybe next year we might play around with it a little bit as well. But in terms of this episode, YouTube, look, it's going to be a surprise who we get. I believe we get the weaker of the 2 sides by memory in the semi-final. So if we look at the league table, we're going to get either Brisbane Roar, who with that point against me, that FMing point, got through, or Sydney FC or Western United. We can't get Newcastle Jets. I preferably do not want Western United, just because they just seem to score a lot of goals. I think if the team I want is Brisbane Roar. Yes, we have not beaten them all year, but we've been better than them both times we've played them. So I think another game against Brisbane Roar, we would probably get there. To the big dance, and that's all that matters. What we'll do now, YouTube, though, is end the episode. If you have enjoyed, give it a like, go subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys for the semi-final of the A-League season. We've won the minor premiership. Now it's down to the boys, and hopefully some better finishing ability to see if we can win the entire A-League.